It comes out of nowhere. It strikes without warning. Overwhelm. It originally described a ship being capsized by water, which makes sense because overwhelm can feel like you're drowning. Days pile up, little responsibilities stack quietly, and then when you finally have a chance to catch your breath and take some time for yourself, the world has a way of showing you exactly what you've been ignoring. This isn't a video about ignoring stress or pretending you'll never feel overwhelmed. That's impossible. But how we deal with it, that's our choice. So I decided to put together a list of 5 things that I do anytime I feel like I need a reset. There's no rhyme or reason to this list, but there's one at the end that I started doing when I started this channel and has helped me so much. So stick around to the end. Alright, number 1. Start smart. It's super easy to look at a list of things that you have to do and just feel paralyzed. But luckily there's a super easy answer to this. I heard this a while back and it's always stuck with me. Start with the thing on your list that will help you get the Start with the thing on your list that's going to make the rest of the list It's always stuck with me. Start with the thing on your list that's going to make the rest of the list easier. You can't bake a cake if all your dishes are dirty. So look at your list and figure out which thing on that list is going to help you make everything else easier. For me, it's cleaning my shop. I can't get out here and start making videos again unless this workshop is cleaned up. And as you can tell, things are not great. Alright, let's move on to number 2. And this one is super important as well. Let go. If you have something that you found on the side of the road for, let's say, 6 months or so, it might be time to let it go. I know typewriters are cool, but you're not going to use that old one that you found on the side of the road for anything. I don't think that's always the truth, but there are a ton of things in this workshop right here that I could just get rid of. I don't need to hoard all this crap. And you don't have to save it for a garage sale either, or put it on Facebook Marketplace. Just drag it to the curb. Somebody else will take it and they'll use it, and then it's out of your way. Just pick yourself a few things that you want to keep that you really still feel like might have potential. Like a rotary phone. Hello? That's right, I couldn't throw this rotary phone out because I have an idea and it's going to be cool, I promise. Alright, number 3. Give yourself a gift.
Perverted.
It's a little cliche sounding and a little stupid, but I promise you, it's very good advice. Every single day, I get up in the morning and I do a whole bunch of chores, start getting my kids ready for the day, and then it's time to make my own lunch. But if my life is in one of those moments where it feels out of control, there's a good chance I'm heading to work without anything to eat. So, one of the small gifts I like to give myself every once in a while is make my lunch the night before. Doesn't have to be a big thing, just something that's going to relieve the stress somewhere along the line. It sounds so stupid, but it's such a relief in the morning. Or reorganizing this cabinet right behind me so that I know where my screwdrivers are when I need them. I guess the point is, what can you do now that you'll find later and be so happy that you already did it? Go outside and just change all the blades on every saw that needs it right now. Well, finish this video first. But then afterwards, go do that, and you'll be so happy. You'll be so happy. Alright, number 4, and probably my favorite one. Call in sick. Jobs suck. So just don't go. A little lying can go a long way. People like to talk down about lying, but it's very useful. Don't actually just call in if it's going to risk you losing your job, but if you can get away with it and just take a day for yourself, oh my god, there's nothing better than just calling in sick, being totally fine, kids go to school, wife goes to work, and then you just do whatever it is you need to get done. My job is fine or whatever, but I don't love it, and I'd much rather be working for myself and getting things done that make me feel good. So every once in a while, you just gotta bang them, and then just take a day for yourself and get some stuff done. You'll feel so much better if you can leave your workshop or whatever it is that's overwhelming you, knowing that it's taken care of. So, stop making excuses to avoid avoiding work, and just call in. But honestly, don't call it if it's going to ruin your life. Quick little bonus tip, find a way to enjoy all this stuff. Cleaning doesn't have to be annoying and boring. Have a good time. Alright, so here's my last tip, and it's so stupid, but it has made such a huge difference in my life. Get up. It's the simplest thing in the world, but it's so hard when you're feeling stressed and overwhelmed. Sitting down and doing nothing is great. I love sitting down and doing nothing. It's one of my favorite things. But sometimes you just have to motivate and get up and get things done. Having this channel has put this pressure on me where I feel like I have to do things more. And it helps me keep my shop clean. It has me getting up earlier in the morning, drinking less because I just have to be productive. And this might be the best I've ever felt in my life. Not to mention it's so hard to sit down, do nothing, and try to relax when you have a list of things in your head that need to get done. So get up and go take care of them before you sit down and do nothing. The first step is the best way to get anything done. It's the only way, actually, to get anything done. As silly as it sounds, once you take that first step and start working towards your goal, there's something in your brain that just makes you want to keep working to get it all the way finished. So figure out a way to just get yourself up. As hard as it is, get up, go out, start doing whatever it is you need to do. I'm probably never going to be the guy whose shop is always clean, whose tools are where they belong, and who packs a lunch the night before. I've tried a lot of systems over the years, and some of them work, until they don't. This is something I've struggled with for as long as I can remember. Some days it's really hard just to take that first step. And when I don't take time in the moment, things tend to snowball into a total mess. But over the years, I've found that these 5 things genuinely help me reset when it starts to feel like the boat is sinking. They're simple and maybe even a little silly, but they're the steps I come back to every single time I need to get things back in order. I don't know if they'll work for you the same way they work for me, but I swear by them and I've been using them for a long time. Hopefully you guys got something out of this, even if it's just a reminder that you're not alone in feeling overwhelmed sometimes. Love you guys. See you in the next one. Later.
Bye, see you again, and have a good dream.